Say four. Doesn't matter. Welcome to Unfiltered.
Hi.
Me, Laurette, Trudi. It would be cool to talk about space today and how we create space and how we move and manipulate space.
And how space holds energy.
Yes.
I will start by saying, by moving spaces in the last 2 months, I have attracted so much more business.
True.
But I haven't changed. I feel like my space was very stagnant,
It was.
and my new space is not stagnant at all. And I am Now, this month, I'll see probably, I'll have 40 appointments.
Woohoo!
Yeah, which was
Congratulations.
my goal. And that
Yes.
happened in 2 months. And the whole last year, my old space, I only achieved that in November, December. So that's very good.
Space.
But it's all space because I'm literally the same person and just in a different space.
Mhm. Well, because downtown is perfect because there's lots of people coming and going and they're business people.
Mhm. So you have to look at demographics and logistics as well as manifestation because manifestation is great, but then actual real life logistics come into it too.
Making the abstract into reality.
Mhm. But setting the set that doesn't
Setting the scene,
for um
physical and
like
abundance.
abundance. You can't be like, I'm going to open a clinic in Timbuktu and expect all these people to come out to it because it's just not logical.
Right. So you need logistics
Yes.
and understanding the hidden job market.
Mhm.
Yeah. What's the other thing? Oh, I forget. Labor market information. That's the word I was looking for.
Mhm.
So understand the labor around you and what's going on. I live very much in the apocalypse because our lights don't even work. That's how you perceive the reality. But it's getting
What
created.
lights don't work?
Our our street lights.
Oh, street lights. I thought you meant in your new place. And I was like,
No,
that's
the
fucked.
neighborhood.
Okay.
So they're getting created, but it looks like they don't work.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, but it's perceived reality because it's creation energy instead of apocalypse land. So
Hmm.
it looks like apocalypse, but it's creating. So like they're making houses and stuff like that. It's really interesting the understanding of apocalypse, so death, and then life and creation kind of look the same. They're messy.
Hmm.
Life is very messy.
Well, it can be very messy. I've been cleaning my mess up mentally, emotionally, and now physically. Hopefully, physically, it'll get a little bit less messy.
So when I left my mom's place, I left my office there. And for the life of me, because the way that we left, we it's messy. Like I have
Hmm.
a messy office and messy space at my mom's house, but my house is like refined movement. So it's like this is for this and this is for this and this. Okay, so I'm creating a manifestation workshop gallery in my house because I can make money off of like manifestation and to show people how to do manifestation.
Hmm.
So it's your idea, but I can physically do it at my house because I have all the elements of like all my books and stuff. This one's the grumpy one right now. She's the one that's being loud. Um, because I had my abstract idea to like make a book, right?
Hmm.
And then I made the book, but no one read it, right? Um, so then I was like, oh, I need a front cover if I'm going to make a book. So then I made a front cover. So, but it was all like abstract because it didn't exist except it exists in my world. And then it became a book. So I have like the abstract idea, which is the artwork. And then I have the physical, which is the book. So I made an abstract idea, physical. And then I create residual royalties off of it, which is like the funnest game. Everyone should write a book as far as I'm concerned. Trudi, when's your book coming?
10 years.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
super
I
fair.
need to harness my ADHD first. Too many projects on the go. But yeah, it's like a living vision board.
Yes. And instead of a vision board, I made a treasure map. and it's at the end of my gallery to be like, this is the treasure map, and this is everything that I found. So instead of a vision board, you can make a treasure map instead.
Hmm.
That's how different thinking I am.
It's fun.
You're quiet today.
I am quiet today. I don't know.
Like, what
I
is
had a terrible sleep last
happening?
night. I know. I had a terrible sleep last night because I did not take my sleep aid.
Take some peanut butter sleepies. Just kidding. It says do
No,
not feed the
yeah.
people. It's like
And I
dog
woke up
sleepies.
twice, and both times I woke up, I was like alert.
What time?
I woke up at 1:48
1:48.
and 3:48, I
So the
believe.
manifestation time.
1:48?
No, the 3 o'clock is usually
Yeah, it was
opening
almost
hour.
4.
3 to 5.
So I'm usually up around between 4 and 5, and then I decide if I'm going to get up for the day. But yeah, I just didn't have a good restful sleep. Usually when I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm not alert, but I was both
So you're
times.
like, I'm awake.
It was annoying. So yeah, I'm a little less manic today, which is good and bad.
That's true.
Yeah.
Um, I did really well Sunday, no nap, but at 5 o'clock I was like, because Chris was napping all weekend.
Mhm.
So by Sunday at 5, I was like, I just need to do nothing because I'm bored. So then I had a 2 hour nap and then woke up at 7. Super boring.
Napping is bliss.
Yes.
Yeah, I love napping. And even since I metamorphosized, I still
Yeah.
nap.
Because you
Yeah.
have baby energy.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, I'm going to have all my shit together when I transform. You have different shit that's not together when
Oh,
you
I will
transform.
always have the shit that's not together.
Depends how you perceive reality, is what I'm going to say.
My napping is more of an avoidance tactic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, yes, that's why I nap too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this was too long of a day. I finished a chapter on the weekend, which was the purpose of the sole purpose of reading.
Oh, I forgot about you.
Yeah, everybody here. I got both my dogs here because I wanted them on camera. She's doing much better. She's like a little senior. Like old videos of like truth be told or give permission to ask questions. She's in here sometimes. So you see the development of like stage dog now. Oh, she's gonna bark.
Oh. Oh.
So treasure hunt today. Shh, I got the tree I've been looking for.
You didn't bring it in.
I didn't bring it in.
It's a chakra
It's a
tree.
chakra tree. Very excited. And then I got a sloth goodie. Sloths are slow. Sloths to me energetically, because technically this is an energetic conversation. Sloths to me are again refined movement, slow. You can do things, but you have to focus. Focus is very important. Like the one thing that I would like to teach people in business is focus. That's how you win the game is you focus. Okay, do you want to know why I love you? I texted Annalie, the other clinical hypnotherapist, and I said, let's play a game. Let's play the like energetic game, right? And then you messaged me, hey, I'm gonna go play with Anna. Do you know what I mean? So you didn't know I was talking about play, but you texted me about play because I was already in that energy, and you're always in that energy too. So like you and I play. That's what we do.
Yeah. I think even verbally saying the word play is good practice because it makes things fun.
Kind of feels like a song, like play. It's like blah.
And that feels like a song.
No, it's okay.
It just doesn't feel like a chore
That's
because I'm actually doing chores.
so I think that like with unfiltered, there's a lot of women our age that are like play question mark. Like they have no idea how to play. You and I are masters at play.
Well, yeah, and it's because I'm severely immature. But even last night, Carly had to go grocery shopping. She's like, I don't want to go grocery shopping. I was like, grocery shopping is my favorite thing in the whole entire world.
Really?
I love grocery shopping. So I was like, let's go. I just thought it'd be so much fun, but she didn't even want to because it's a chore. But if you make your chores a game, they're not chores anymore.
Dishes. I do a lot of dishes in my new house now.
Mm.
We have a dishwasher. We just don't use it.
I love dishwashers.
Uh,
Dishwashers are essential to my well-being.
so I've lived in my house now for a month and it was like immaculately clean when we moved in. So now it's getting dirty because we've been there a month and I'm like, "Ugh, so I have to clean it."
Or you can just be like me and not at all.
But like one speck of dirt is noticeable. Do you
Mm,
know what I mean? So
yeah.
with space and getting it clean and and so again, I'm like, how dirty do I need it to be to wash this or
Hmm.
whatever?
Every week when the weeks my kids are gone, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna clean this week. And then I start and then I get distracted and then I start another project. Like right now I have like clothes everywhere because I'm trying to organize, but I do a little bit and then I get sidetracked and then I don't want to play anymore. And then it's like time to go to bed and then I have a clothes nest. And I've kind of just been sleeping around it because I don't want to reorganize it every morning when I get up.
Well, manifestedly, you took my clothes to Valley Village because
Mhm.
I was getting rid of them. So you saw how to do it.
I know how to
You'll
do it.
do
I'm just very attached
it.
to things and I have very little space. So what I'm trying to do is organize stuff that's not everyday use, but it's hard for me because everyday use could be a gown, right? It
Yes.
depends on my mood.
So,
So I'm trying to put like all the like yoga-y style clothes in one area
yes.
because I don't wear them.
Okay, so I'll tell you how I organized because it took a month to reorganize my things
Mhm.
because I was making, so there's space. Now I have to put stuff in spaces, but I have stuff, but it hasn't been put in that space before. So it was like really
It's fun.
artistically challenging
It's
for
so
me.
fun. Love filling space. Filling space is one of my favorite hobbies.
So I have my drawer and it's see-through, so if I get distracted.
Mhm.
So it's like long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, then it's pants, pajama, and blah blah blah. And then it's dress clothes and
Is
like
this in drawers or closet?
this is a drawer, so dressers, three dresser.
Yeah.
And then in my closet, I have a sock basket where there's just socks. So my socks are just in that basket. And then I have an underwear basket. So my underwear is just in that area. So, and then, oh, I have a dress area, but I have roll up dresses that like whatever. And then I have my nice dresses, which are in the
In a
closet.
drawer? Oh,
I have a lot of dresses because
oh,
I have the same problem
surprise.
as you,
Yeah.
but I got rid of some of my dresses. By that, I mean three, but I still have like 50 or
Yeah, I've
whatever,
got a shit ton.
but now they're organized. Like I just did organization of my dresses
Hmm.
because I was like, oh, this takes up space. It takes up a whole cupboard of space.
Yeah, it's really frustrating because I have right now I have a bin of vacation clothes that I never use because I never go on vacation,
Vacation,
but it's all vacation clothes just waiting to be taken out.
vacationized.
Yeah, but so that takes up space, but that's under my bed. And then in the other space under my bed, I have nighties and like shapewear stuff, but I don't often I wear nighties, but not the amount I have. So that's taking up space. And then I have another bin under my bed that is clothes that almost fit me but don't. And they're supposed to be inspirational, but because they're in a bin under my bed, they don't inspire me that much. Anyway,
Maybe be inspiration.
yeah, I know, but I don't have space
Okay,
because my
so
whole fucking closet is full.
this is how I got out of my depression. I was depressed for 2, 3 years because life happens, things are dying around me. I was dying. But surprises are because we had this conversation early, but we weren't tracking our conversation. It was just a conversation that we have. How do you get not depressed? You have a surprise and then you're happy because that surprised you. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I buy all those advent calendars because I'm like, what's in the box?
Mm,
And then I open it and I'm like, 30 seconds of happiness. That's what treasure hunt is
mm,
for me. 30 seconds of like, oh my God, I saw this. And so I'm happy. But that teaches me the energy of happiness. Do you know what I
mm,
mean? And then so I can keep going back to that activity and being happy. But then I don't even need the activity anymore because I know the energetic pull of that.
mm,
So that's why I like going to treasure hunt, or that's because it's teaching me about happiness. It's teaching me about searching for things along the way and
mm.
being happy about finding things. So today was like ultimate chakra of happiness energy tree. Like,
Yeah,
oh my
it's
God, I
important.
can't believe today we found it.
I don't like surprises, so I don't like advent calendars because I find I'm always disappointed. So,
Yes, because and then 30 seconds later after the surprise, there's disappointment. So
Hmm.
because it holds a certain amount of, and then it's like, oh, that was dumb, and then you throw away the because you don't actually need that
No.
source of
Yeah.
blah blah blah. So then your happiness actually comes from something else,
My happiness comes from spending money
obviously, which is
and
fine.
buying things
Useful things.
at a discount.
Yeah.
And my other happiness, which I'm actually going to replace today. So my sugar addiction
Hmm.
is I cannot get it under control. So I've decided to start vaping.
No.
Yeah.
Juice?
I don't know. Um, all
Tea?
these people in my life.
Hookah? You should hookah it
No,
then.
I don't have, I
Oh,
can't bring a hookah around with me. All these people in my life vape. And it smells so good. And so the last
it's popcorn lungs.
that's fine. I might donate my body to science at this point. What's sugar doing to my joints?
That's
It is
true.
literally
That's
eating them.
true.
The
That's
amount
true.
of sugar I consume a day
That's
is
true.
absolutely a problem. And I'm feeling the inflammation in my body. And
Uh,
yes, I am a healthcare professional, and most people would not think this is a good choice. But to me, it is. And this is why.
instant
And
gratification.
no,
Oh.
it's so I smoked for years and smoking's disgusting
Mhm.
and I quit and that was fine. But like a couple of really good friends of mine smoke vape. And so I've tried it like a few times in the last month and it's like almost like sugar, but not because it's flavored,
Oh,
right? So it's like giving me that flavor
that you need.
without the
Oh,
sugar.
yes.
So I'm not going to get addicted to vaping. I'm going to try vaping when I want to eat sugar to see if it kills the craving.
Um,
It makes no sense in
okay,
real world. In
so
my world, it makes
that's
so
why
much sense.
you can use essential
No,
oils that you smell
no, it's
with,
taste.
yeah, smell and
No,
taste are
no.
pretty much the
This is
same.
it. This is what's happening.
It's
And
okay, it's the
so
physical, you have to eat something or you have
I
to
don't
have it in
know.
your, like, because it's smoke.
Well, I'm an addict, so I
Yes.
need to have dopamine. So whether I get it in the form of alcohol, which I cannot anymore, sugar, which I cannot anymore, spending money, which I cannot anymore, to me, like it just makes sense to try something that is.
Well, one vape gigantic jar is like 25 bucks, and that's a whole month of
Well, yeah, and
vaping.
even when I smoked like unless I was drinking, I smoked like 2 cigarettes a day. I was never an avid smoker. It was
Okay.
mostly when I was drinking, but because I was drinking all the time, I was smoking a lot. But if I wasn't drinking, I didn't really smoke. And I smoked because I worked in restaurants. So it was the only time I got a break. So I would go out for a smoke. So it wasn't like something that, like when I quit smoking, I was in Banff and I wanted to work at this restaurant, Giorgio's. And I went for the interview and Tony, the owner, said, and he was like this really cool Italian guy, and he had a very successful business. And in the interview, which is totally not allowed, he was like, "Do you smoke?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Do you want to work here?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Then you don't smoke." And I said, "Okay," because he didn't give smoke breaks, and he doesn't want to serve us smelling like smoke. So I was like, "Okay," and I quit smoking.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, I really want to work here. So I would still smoke when I drank or whatever, but I
Not in his
didn't
area.
smoke. And it was that easy. And it was the same with drinking for me. It was like, okay, you just lit your entire life on fire. Do you want to continue doing that? No.
Well, that's the thing about rock bottom, no?
Uh,
Okay, here it's a
rock
choice.
bottom's relative.
So I agree. It's the choice to choose something else. So to like
Yeah, well, I'm
change it.
very black and white.
Okay,
There's no gray area with
I'm a
me.
color. Gray is divine.
No, I when I make decisions, it's like when I diet like an insane person.
Yeah, you're very scheduled.
I'm it's because I'm obsessive. So when I
Oh,
get
that's the
obsessed with
word.
something, but I cannot seem to cut sugar for some reason. But I can do it for like a month if I'm doing carnivore or whatever, but I can't do it for life. So this is just going to be a crutch to see if every time I'm like, oh, I need to make brownies, if I just vape, if it goes away. It's more of an experiment. So today I'm going with my friend to who
Costco,
vapes. Yeah.
vaping it up.
And I'm going to get her to set me up with a minimum tobacco situation that
Oh,
I will invest in
yeah.
to see if it actually will help my cravings.
Get two flavors.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I
I've
mean?
tried a couple different
Okay.
flavors.
What's
Like
your
the
flavor of the
peach was
month? You have to
fantastic.
see if there's a brownie one. Just
No.
tastes like brownie.
And then the other day with my friend, he mixed grape and mint. And I was like, that sounds disgusting.
It
Can I
is
try it? And I was like,
good.
this is fun.
Yeah.
And I took one hit
Yeah.
and I was like, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. So
It gave
different
me
flavor.
like a fun flavor. And I liked the smell of it when he was doing it.
See, so it's approaching a surprise. So a surprise of a different flavor.
No,
But you
because
have
I don't like
flavors that you
surprises.
like. You have flavors that you
I
like though.
know. I don't want a
Okay.
surprise every time I do it.
No, no, no. So you're like, I like this
Well,
flavor.
I'm like, this is kind of fun.
It's true.
So, I mean,
My friend always did like a cotton candy one or a birthday cake
it
one.
sounds disgusting.
I know. So he always smelled like birthday cake.
Yeah, which is not a bad
Always.
thing.
Yeah, it was really
But
interesting.
yeah. So anyway, I will let you know how my experiment goes.
Yeah.
It's
Next
it's not the
time.
healthiest experiment, but hey, I donate my body to science at this point. Who really cares? Not me.
Are we done?
I'm
We're
done.
wrapped
Yeah.
up. Okay, gotta shave my legs. Bye. She already was shaving her legs during this.